Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be going around dropping off a star diagnostic report in your box, but I wanted to go over some of the information that is in here just to make sure you guys understand what you're seeing and how you can share this with your students and possibly with your parents. To begin with, at the very top of the report, you're going to have a bar graph here with red, yellow, blue, and green. So red, of course, right here you have the information. It means urgent interventions. Yellow is interventions. Blue is on watch, and green would mean at or above. Okay, so just by looking at this visual representation up here, it tells me that this student needs urgent intervention. But some of the information down here is also very crucial or beneficial for you whenever you're looking at where to address what they're lacking in regards to certain skills and how do they compare with other students in the same grade level. Okay, so the first thing is the STAR Reading Enterprise Test Scores. So there's a lot of information here. The four that I would really highlight here is, to begin with, they are going to have a PR ranking. Okay, so this one means whatever number it's here, it's between 0 and 100 or 1 and 100%. Okay, so what does this mean for this student? This means that this student scored better than 5% of the of students in her or his grade level at this time. So that means there's a possibility for them to grow 95%. Okay, this number here, you want the student to be at 98 or above, so they can be very well, or they can be ready for the next grade level. The other one is your GE, or your grade equivalent. This student is at a 2.3. Okay, this one is your IRL, which is your instructional reading level, which means where does this student, what level would the student understand the instruction that you're gonna be giving him? And you're looking at 1.7, or first grade, 7th month. And right here it also gives you your estimated oral fluency, which tells you how many words per minute this student can read at this point. All right, so 51 needs to be worked on. This 5 needs to be worked on, and the 2.3, this one, depending on what grade the student is in. If they're a pre-Ker, well, that 2.3 is good, but if they're in 4th or 5th grade, this needs to be able to, bump it up a little bit. Okay, now when you look at the bottom part, this bottom part, it tells you what are the domains, how did they score on the domains for the TEKS. And on this one, again, it's scaled from 1 to 100. You want them as close to 100 as possible at this point, or 0 to 100. At this point, the student under comprehension skills has 27, considered as he's 27% mastery under comprehension skills. Under multiple genres, they're at 22%. Response skills, 29%. Author's purpose and craft, 24%. Multiple genres, literacy elements, 29%. Then we're looking at foundations of language, looking at oral language, 27%. Vocabulary is at 31%, and beginning reading and phonics knowledge at 40%. Okay, so this tells you a lot about the student, of where they're at in their specific grade level. So if you throw everything else out the window and you just look at this bottom part, this tells you where your student is at in your grade level, and what type of mastery they have depending on what grade level they're at. Okay, the other thing, that most of the reports are going to have a total test time, or this is test duration. This student only took 6 minutes and 55 seconds to take this test. So I mean, looking at how long they took and looking at how they scored, yeah, you can sometimes, might want to get them to go back in there and maybe try to do a little bit better. 6 minutes for an AR test, STAR test, that seems a little short to me. Okay, now this student was getting 80s and 90s down here, and their word fluency was 120, and their this PR ranking is at 98, 99. Well, maybe you don't look at this too much, but when you look at this, and it's a very short amount of time, and then they score the way they score, there's something there. Okay, so just wanted to give you a heads up before you got this report. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments, and we'll catch you guys next time.